Hi, hello. Good evening to everyone. Welcome back to the complete page-wise newspaper analysis of the Hindu. This is the continuation of morning session. This is part 2. Let's begin from page number 9, news section. The first important article from this page was this one. Nearly 6 crore names have been deleted in first year of SIR of electoral rolls. Why this topic is important for exams? Because electoral reforms are a core UPSC polity topic and frequently asked in UPSC prelims and main section, and this is relevant to constitutional bodies like Election Commission of India, that is ECI, and this is important for SSC, banking and state public service commission exams current affairs section. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on Election Commission of India, electoral rules, representation of people act, electoral reforms and free and fair elections. These are the PYQ connections. Move on to key themes related to this article. Electoral roll revision, Election Commission of India, representation of the people act, voter registration and electoral integrity. These are the key themes related to this article, and possible question areas are Election Commission, electoral roll, representation of people act and constitutional bodies. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Move on to next important article. Next important article was from this page was this one. UCC will be implemented through proper procedure. Why this topic is important for exams? Because UCC is among the highest weightage topics in UPSC polity section. Frequently asked in GS2, essay and interview section, and this is relevant to articles 44, 25 and 26 and related to fundamental rights also. Please go through this article. Now we will see PIQ connections. Questions have appeared on Uniform Civil Code, Directive Principles of State Policy, Personal Laws, Fundamental Rights and Secularism. These are the PIQ connections. Move on to key themes. Article 44, Directive Principles, Personal Laws, Secularism and Equality. These are the key themes related to this article. Now move on to possible question areas. Article 44, DPSPs and fundamental rights. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Please go through this article once. Move on to next important article. Or this one. Cookie Joe Council's apology for killings is not enough. Manipur Nag Youth Body. If you see the importance of this article, why this article is important for competitive exams? Because Manipur remains one of India's major internal security concerns, and this is frequently linked with ethnic conflicts and governance. This article is relevant for GS2 and GS3 and SA section. Please go through this article. Move on to PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on internal security, ethnic conflict, Northeast India and peace building. These are the PYQ connections. Move on to key themes. Manipur conflict, ethnic conflict, peace process, internal security and Northeast India. These are the key themes related to this article, and possible question areas are like northeastern states and internal security agencies. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Now move on to next important article. Was this one. Congress seeks SC monitored probe into Ram Mandir case. This was the continuation of page number 1. Please go through part 1 of this video. Move on to next important article. Next important article from this page was this one. RSS Prachakra at the center of Ram Temple donation controversy. We will see the importance of this article, why this topic is important for exams, because this is useful for understanding institutional accountability and relevant as a governance case study. This article supports ethics and public administration answers. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on accountability, transparency, ethics in public administration. These are the PYQ connections. Now move on to key themes related to this article are accountability, transparency, and internal institutional governance. These are the key themes related to this article. Please go to this article. Move on to next important articles from this page. These are the only important articles from here. Move on to page number 10, news section. The first important article from here was this one. Before seeing this article, those who are new to the channel, please do subscribe and hit the like button. We need your support. Move on to important article from this page was this one. Government asks hospitals to publish post-transplant survival data. Why this topic is important for exams? Because urban transplantation is an important UPSC GS2 health topics. This is frequently linked to healthcare governance and medical ethics. NOTO and TOTA are repeatedly asked in competitive exams, and this is relevant for public health reforms and healthcare transparency. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on public health, organ donation, healthcare governance, medical ethics, and national health policy. These are the PYQ connections related to this article. Now we see key themes, that is NOTO, NOTTO, and THOTA, THOTA 1994. Organ donation, organ transplantation, healthcare transparency, and public health governance. These are the key themes which have high chances of coming in upcoming exams. Please go through this one. Now move on to possible question areas, that is NOTO, THOTA, organ donation, brain dead, and national organ transplant program. National organ transplant program. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Please go through this one. Now move on to next important article from this page. Or this one. NFSA amendments: 7 kg of food grain for a person and maximum 35 kg for a household. Why this topic is important for exams? NFSA is one of the most frequently asked UPSC topics, and this is important for economy, social justice, and welfare section, and frequently appears in exams like SSC, banking, and state public service commission exams. Please go through this article. Now we see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on National Food Security Act, public distribution systems, food subsidy, food security, and welfare schemes. These are the PYQ connections. Move on to key themes related to this article are like National Food Security Act, public distribution systems, food subsidy, targeted PDS, welfare schemes, and nutritional security. These are the key themes related to this article. Now move on to possible question areas are like NFSA 2013, Antyodaya Anna Yojana, that is AAY, priority households, and TPDS. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Please go through this one. Move on to next important article from this page. What's this one? Exhibition to pay tribute to legacy of Narasimha Rao. Why this topic is important for exams? Because PV Narasimha Rao is a frequently asked personality in UPSC and State Public Service Commission exams. 1991 economic reforms remain one of the highest weightage economic topics, and this is useful for history, economy, and essay section. Please go through this article. Now we'll see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on economic liberalization, 1991 reforms, LPG reforms, and modern India political history. These are the PYQ connections related to this article. Move on to key themes. PV Narasimha Rao, LPG reforms, economic liberalization, globalization, and structural reforms. These are the key themes related to this article, which have high chances of coming in the upcoming examinations. Move on to possible question areas are like 1991 reforms, LPG reform, and Prime Ministers of India. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Now move on to next important article. From this page was this one. CM LG join Muharram processions in Kashmir. Why this topic is important for exams? Because now we will see why this topic is important for exams. Jammu and Kashmir remains a high priority UPSC topic, and this is useful for understanding governance and internal security. Communal harmony and public order are relevant to GS2 themes. Now we will see PYQ connections related to this article. Questions have appeared on Jammu and Kashmir, internal security, public order, and governance. Now we will see key themes related to this article are like Jammu and Kashmir, communal harmony, public order, and internal security. These are the key themes related to this article. Move on to possible question areas are like Lieutenant Governor, Union Territories, and public order. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Please go through this one. Move on to next important articles from this page. Yeah, these are the only important articles from this page. Next, move on to next page, that is business section, page number 11. The first important article from this page was this one. Government to simplify drug import rules for test, examination, analysis. Why this topic is important for competitive exams? Because pharmaceutical regulation is an important UPSC economy and science and technology topics, frequently linked with healthcare governance and industry policy, and this is relevant for PLI scheme, pharma exports, and R&D. Banking exams frequently ask about pharma sector reforms. Please go through this article. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on pharmaceutical industry, ease of doing business, regulatory reforms, medical research, and healthcare infrastructure. Please go through this one. These are the PYQ connections. Now we will see key themes related to this article are like drug and cosmetics rules 1945, drugs and cosmetics rules 1945, ease of doing business, pharmaceutical industry, drug regulation, and research and development. These are the key themes related to this article. Now move on to possible question areas. CDSCO, Drugs and Cosmetics Act, generic medicines, and pharmaceutical exports. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Please go through this one. Now move on to next important article. Those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the like button. We need your support. Thank you. Next important article from this page was this one. Government uses quality control over rules. Why this topic is important for exams? Because quality control orders are frequently asked in UPSC economy section. BIS and standardization are important prelims topics. And this is relevant for manufacturing and exports. Questions have appeared on BIS, that is Bureau of Indian Standards, manufacturing, make in India, and ease of doing business. These are the PYQ connections. Move on to key themes related to this article. These are like BIS, that is Bureau of Indian Standards, quality control orders, standardization, make in India, and manufacturing. These are the PYQ connections. And these are the key themes related to this article. Now possible question areas are like BIS Act. Can anyone tell the year of this act? BIS Act 2016. Next, quality control orders and national standards. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Please go through this one. This is important one. Move on to next important article from this page. What's this one? IMO pauses Gulf vessel evacuation as Iran attacks ship. Why this topic is important for exams? Because maritime security is a major UPSC international relations topic, and this is frequently linked with energy security, and this is relevant for international trade and geopolitics. Please go through this one. Now move on to PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on IMO, Strait of Hormuz, maritime security, and West Asia. These are the PYQ connections. Now we will see key themes. Key themes are IMO, that is International Maritime Organization, Strait of Hormuz, Gulf shipping, maritime security, and freedom of navigation. These are the key themes related to this article. Now we will see possible question areas are like IMO, Gulf, Persian Gulf, and Strait of Hormuz. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Now we will see next important article from this page. Was this one? Zydus JV to set up $20 million Lanka unit. Why this topic is important for exams? Because cross-border investments are relevant for economy and international relations. This demonstrates India's regional economic integration, and pharmaceutical manufacturing is strategically important for your competitive exams. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on FDI, that is foreign direct investment, pharmaceutical industries, and India-Sri Lanka relations. These are the PYQ connections. Move on to key themes related to this article. India-Sri Lanka relations, pharmaceuticals, overseas investment, and regional cooperation. These are the key themes related to this article. On to possible question areas: India-Sri Lanka trade, FDI, and pharmaceutical industry. These are the possible question areas related to this article. On to next important articles on this page was this one. Business lines, MSME meet on crisis resilience. Why this topic is important for competitive exams? MSMEs are among the highest priority UPSC economy topics, and this is frequently linked to employment generation and GDP. Banking exams regularly cover MSMEs initiatives. Please go through this one. Move on to PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on MSMEs, credit guarantee, digital economy, and industrial growth. These are the PYQ connections. Now we will see key themes related to this article. Our key themes are also same: MSMEs, credit guarantee, and industrial growth. Please go to this article. Move on to next important article from this page was this one. Next important. SEBI rejects Anil Ambani's settlement plea for R-Infra, that is Reliance Infrastructure. Why this topic is important for competitive exams? Because SEBI is a core UPSC economy institution, frequently asked in prelims and banking exams, and it highlights corporate governance and market regulation. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have asked on SEBI, security market, investor protection, and corporate governance. Please go through this article once. Now move on to next important article from this page was this one. Middlemen offer Iranian oil to Indian refineries on US waiver. Why this topic is important for competitive exams? Energy security is a recurring UPSC topic, and this is linked with India-Iran relations and global oil markets, and this is important for economy and international relations. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on energy security, India-Iran relations, crude oil imports, and sanctions. These are the PYQ connections. Please go through this one. Move on to next important articles from this page. These are the only important articles from here. Now move on to page 12, world section. Those who are watching for the first time, please do subscribe and hit the like button. We need your support. Yeah, first important article from here was this one. Iran reasserts its right to control shipping in Hormuz after vessel hit. Why this topic is important for competitive exams? Strait of Hormuz is a favorite UPSC prelims location-based questions, and this is frequently asked in international relations and energy security, and this is relevant for global trade, oil prices, and maritime security. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on Strait of Hormuz, maritime security, West Asia, energy security, and freedom of navigation. Now move on to key themes related to this article are like Strait of Hormuz, Persian Gulf, freedom of navigation, energy security, West Asia crisis, and maritime choke points. These are the key themes related to this article. Please go through this one, which have high chances of coming in the upcoming competitive exams. Now move on to possible question areas are like Strait of Hormuz, Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, OPEC, that is OPEC. Next, maritime choke points. These are the possible question areas related to this article. move on to next important articles. From this page was this one. China's Bangladesh ties doesn't target third party. Why this topic is important for competitive exams? India-China relations remain a core UPSC topic. South Asian geopolitics is frequently asked in competitive exams. Bangladesh is strategically important under India's Act East and Neighborhood First policies. Please go through this one. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on India-China relations, Belt and Road Initiative, Neighborhood First, and BIMSTEC. These are the PYQ connections. Now move on to key themes related to this article are like Bangladesh, Belt and Road Initiative, Bay of Bengal, Neighborhood First, and BIMSTEC. These are the key themes, and possible question areas are BIMSTEC, BRI, Bay of Bengal, and India-Bangladesh border. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Now move on to next important article from this page was this one. OpenAI differs public rollout of GPT 5.6 has US 6 early access. Why this topic is important for exams? AI governance is one of the hottest UPSC science and technology topics, and this is frequently linked to ethics, cybersecurity, and digital governance. Banking exams and SSC are increasingly asked AI-related current affairs. Please go through this one. Now we move on to PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on artificial intelligence, emerging technologies, digital governance, and ethical AI. These are the PYQ connections. Now move on to key themes related to this article are like artificial intelligence, AI governance, generative AI, digital regulation, ethical AI. These are the key themes. Now move on to possible question areas are like artificial intelligence, machine learning, responsible AI, and AI ethics. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Now move on to next important article from this page. World section was this one. Crimea declares emergency amid Ukrainian strikes as Russia downs 660 drones overnight. Why this topic is important for exams? Because Russia-Ukraine war remains a recurring UPSC topic. Drone warfare is an emerging defense technology issue, and this is frequently asked in international relations and security section. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on Russia-Ukraine conflict, hybrid warfare, drone technology, and Black Sea region. These are the PYQ connections. Now we will see next important article from this page. Was this one? EU proposes to refuse military age Ukrainian men refugee protection. Why this topic is important for exams? Refugee issues are frequently asked in UPSC international relations section, and this is connected with international humanitarian law, and this is relevant for UNHCR and migration studies. Now we will see PYQ connections. Questions have appeared on refugee, UNHCR, humanitarian law, and migration. Move on to next important article from this page was this one. Lebanon, Israel, US sign trilateral framework accord in Washington. Why this topic is important for exams? West Asia remains a high priority UPSC region. Peace agreements are frequently asked in international relations section. Please go through this article. This is an important section. Move on to next important article. What's this one? Venezuela. Twin earthquakes, toll rises to 920, says official. Why this topic is important for competitive exams? Because earthquakes are a recurring UPSC geography and environment management topics, and this is useful as a contemporary case study. Please go through this one. Move on to next important article. From this page, and these are the only important articles from here. Move on to next page, weekend section, weekend sports section, page number 30. Those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the like button. We need your support. Thank you. The first important article from this page was this one. Upstaged but not unseated yet. George Russell's succession struggle. Why this topic is important for competitive exams? Because Formula 1 is occasionally covered in SSC, banking, railways, and state public service commission exam sports section. Driver standing and contractors championship rankings may be asked in sports based current affairs section, and this is useful for general awareness, though not a high priority UPSC topic. Please go through this one. Move on to key themes related to this article are like Formula 1 championship, Mercedes F1 team, driver standing, constructors championship, and international motor sport. These are the key themes, and possible question areas are like FIA, that is Federation Internationally D Automobile, Formula 1 World Championship, Constructors Championship, and Grand Prix Racing. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Move on to next important article. This was only important here. Move on to page number 14. The important article from here. No. Was this one from game theory? Wimbledon's greatest champions, supreme on grass. Why this topic is important for competitive exams? Grand Slam tournaments are frequently asked in SSC, banking, railways, and CDS and State Public Service Commission exams. Wimbledon records and champions are recurring current affairs and static GK section, and then this is important for international sports awareness or not also. Now we will see PYQ connections. Limited relevance for UPSC mains and Prelims section, and this is useful for current affairs and sports related questions. Now move on to key themes related to this article are Wimbledon Championship, Grand Slam tennis, Roger Federer, Martina, grassroots tennis, and open era records. These are the key themes related to this article, and possible question areas are like 4 Grand Slam tournaments, Wimbledon, ATP, WTA and center code. These are the possible question areas related to this article. This is important one. Please go through this one. Those who are preparing for banking, SSC and railway exams and State Public Service Commission exams, for those aspirants, this article is important. Please go through this one. Move on to next important article. This one. Picture this. The Punisher golf feature. Why this topic is article is important? Golf's major occasionally appears in SSC, banking and railway exams, and this is useful for static sports knowledge, but low priority for UPSC section. We will see key themes related to this article are like Open Championship, Links Golf, Major Golf Championship or NDA. And possible question areas are 4 major golf championships, Links course and the Open Championship. These are the possible question areas related to this article. This article is overall related to golf. Please go through this one. Move on to next important article from next page, page number 15, sports section. Those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the like button. We need your support. The first important article from here was this one. Ecuador squeezes into last 32 with upset win over Germany. Why this topic is important for exams? FIFA tournaments are frequently covered in SSC, banking, railway and State Public Service Commission exams. Major upsets and qualification results are commonly asked in competitive exams, and this is important international sporting achievements. Now move on to key themes related to this article are like FIFA Under-20 World Cup, Ecuador, Germany, Football World Cup and Youth Football. These are the key themes. Move on to possible question areas are like FIFA Under-20 World Cup and FIFA headquarters. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Please go through this one. Next important article. Was this one. Australia sails and Paraguay waits. Why this topic is important for exams? International tournament qualification scenarios are often asked in current affairs section, and this is relevant for SSC, banking and railway exams. Move on to next important article. This page was this one. This one. This article. Ongoing tournament becomes most attended edition in history. Why this topic is important for exams? Because international sporting records are frequently asked in competitive exams, and this is important sports current affairs topic and relevant to SSC, banking, railways and State Public Service Commission exams. Move on to key themes. FIFA Under-20 World Cup, tournament records, attendance record and FIFA. These are the key themes related to this article. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this one. Canada set to become first World Cup host to play away from home. Why this topic is important for exams? Historic sporting milestones are frequently asked in competitive exams, and this is relevant for sports current affairs section. Now we will see key themes related to this article are FIFA World Cup 2026, Canada, host nation, and qualification. These are the key themes, and possible question areas are like FIFA World Cup 2026 hosts and FIFA. These are the possible question areas. Move on to next important article. Yeah, these are the only important articles from sports section. Move on to next page. Another sports page. Those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the like button. The first important article from this page was this one. Rahada ready to put fielding O's aside. Why this topic is important for exams? ICC tournaments are frequently asked in SSC, banking, railways, and State Public Service Commission sports section. Women cricket is receiving increasing attention in competitive exams also. Please go through this article. Move on to key themes. ICC World Cup T20, Women's Cricket, ICC, and Team India. These are the key themes, and possible question areas are ICC, Women's T20 World Cup, and Cricket Governing Body. These are the possible question areas. Move on to next important article was this one. Series win hurdle. Chitar Raval qualifies. Why this topic is important for exams? Asian Games qualification events are frequently asked in SSC, banking, and railway exams. Athlete achievements are important sports current affairs section, and this is relevant for sports awards and records. Now we will see key themes related to this article are Asian Games, athletes, triple jump, and 110-meter hurdles. These are the key themes, and possible question areas are like Asian Games, athletes events, and Asian athletes. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Now move on to next important article from this page was this one. Jyoti targets full fitness and Asiad gold. If you see the importance of this article, Asian Games medal contenders are frequently asked in sports current affairs section. Jyoti Eraraji is one of India's leading athletes. Now move on to key themes related to this article. Asian Games, athletes, Jyoti Eraraji, Jyoti Eraraji, and women's athletes. Possible question areas are like Asian Games and Athletes Federation. These are the possible question areas. Move on to next important section. Important article was this one. Ireland gives India a reality check with a stock victory. Why this topic is important? Because major international cricket upsets are commonly asked in sports current affairs section, and this is relevant for SSC, banking, and railway exams current affairs section. Move on to key themes. International cricket, Ireland cricket, Team India, and ICC. These are the key themes, and possible question areas are like ICC and associate nations. Please go through this one. Move on to next important article from snapshot. important sports updates. Why this topic this is important for exams? Because international medals and championships are frequently asked in SSC, banking, and railway exams. Archery and shooting are among India's strongest sports internationally. Mount key themes: Archery World Cup, shooting championships, Test cricket, and international sports. Please go through this one. Move on to next important articles from this page. Yeah, almost we have covered everything from sports section. Move on to next page. Those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the like button. Please give your support. Thank you. Next important article was this one. After exorcising slam ghost in Paris, Giroud arrives at Wimbledon's a confident man. Why this topic is important for exams? Wimbledon is one of the 4 Grand Slam tournaments frequently asked in sports current affairs section. Grand Slam winners and finalists are common questions in SSC, banking, railway, and state public service commission exams. This is important international sporting event. Please go to this one. Move on to key themes: Wimbledon championships, Grand Slam tennis, Alexander Zverev, and ATP Tour. And possible question areas are like 4 Grand Slam tournaments, ATP, Wimbledon, and Roland Garros. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Move on to next important article from this page was this one. Serena to face joint on Wimbledon return. Why this topic is important? Serena Williams is one of the most successful tennis players in history. Grand Slam tournaments are legendary athletes frequently appears in sports GK section, and this is relevant for SSC, banking, railway, and state public service commission exams also. Move on to key themes: Wimbledon, Serena Williams, Grand Slam, and WTA. These are the key themes, and possible question areas are WTA, Grand Slam tournaments, and Serena Williams. These are the possible question areas related to this article. Move on to next important article. This one. Skipper De Silva's century rescues Sri Lanka. You see the importance? International cricket milestones are commonly asked in sports current affairs section. Test cricket achievements are relevant for examination preparation. Move on to key themes: Test cricket, Sri Lanka cricket, and ICC. Possible question areas are like ICC and Test cricket. Please go through this one. Move on to next important article. These are the only important from here. Move on to next page, sports section. This one. Antonelli hopes to bounce back after bump in the road. Why this topic is important for exams? Formula 1 is an important international sporting event for SSC, banking, railways, and state public service commission exams. Youth emerging athletes and Formula 1 teams are occasionally asked in competitive exams, and this is useful for sports general knowledge section. Move on to key themes: Formula 1, Austrian Grand Prix, Mercedes, FIA, and Andrea Kia Antonelli. And possible question areas are like FIA, Formula 1, and Constructors Championship. Please go to this one. Move on to next important article. Was this one? Serena's daughter witness mom gear up for Wimbledon comeback. Why this topic is important for exams? Serena Williams is one of the greatest tennis players in history. Wimbledon is one of the 4 Grand Slam tournaments frequently asked in sports GK section, and this is relevant for SSC, banking, railway and state public service commission exams. Please go to this one. Key teams are Wimbledon, Serena Williams, Grand Slam and WTA. Possible question areas are like Grand Slam tournament, WTA and Wimbledon. These are the possible question areas. Now move on to next important article from this page. Was this one? Wawrinka announces farewell party with Federer, Murray and Monfils. Why this topic is important for exams? Retirement of internationally renowned athletes is frequently asked in sports current affairs section. Grand Slam championships are important sports section current affairs, and this is relevant for SSC, banking, railway and state public service commission exams. Please go through this one. Move on to next important article from this page. Was this one? Iron Mirage may score an encore in future events. If you see the importance of this article, this is low relevance for UPSC and most important for other competitive exams. Included only because it is page's main sporting feature. However, horse racing previews are rarely asked in competitive exams. Move on to next important article. These are the only important articles from here. Those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe and hit the like button. With this, we complete today's newspaper, complete page-wise newspaper analysis. Thank you for everyone. See you in the next video.